Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. 1 Minute Apologist. Apologetics seeks to give credible answers to curious questions, to give a defense. What's the big deal about having premarital sex? Now, I'm certainly not throwing stones in seeking to answer this question. I'll be the first to admit that in my past that I was a promiscuous teenager and early on into my 20s. And it was a result of encountering a powerful relationship with Jesus Christ and getting my life cleaned up that I began to look at things differently. Is God Victorian for wanting us to wait until we're married? I don't think so. In fact, what God's after is for marriages to have maximal trust. And if we're having sex outside of marriage, then we're willing to have sex with somebody who's an unmarried person. And God wants us to be able to wait because He knows that it can insert a breakdown of trust. Like the women, like the lady or the woman who showed up at a family life conference and told one of our speakers, hey, when I was dating my husband, he used to say, I can't wait. But now that we're married and he travels, I'm wondering if he's on the road and he can't wait, what will happen? Do you see how it broke down the trust? Not only that, there would be no such thing as STDs, think about it, if we waited until we were married. That would eradicate them altogether, just following God's plan. Furthermore, premarital sex builds the relationship in the reverse order. It inserts a false set of emotions where people think they're closer than they really are because they haven't really established their friendship and their relationship. And they'll feel physically passionate about each other, and that often wears off in time, and then they had no friendship. And then finally, what I would want to say as it relates to this is if you have had premarital sex or have blown it in that department, please know that God is a God of mercy and a God of grace, and He just wants for you to know maximal pleasure in the right context for His glory, and know that if you've blown it, He's a forgiving God. See 1 John 1:9.